Go to netcredit.com. NetCredit. Credit to the people.
We now return to more classic cartoons on metv Toons.
The quiet of a peaceful block is suddenly disturbed by a strange sight. Fishing in the street. It's Sporty Morty. What could he be fishing for? A necklace?
You should have seen the one that got away.
You better come out before I count 3. 1, 2, 3.
Whoa!
That's not sporty, Morty. And I call that making a sport of crime.
The hotline. Pat Fink here.
Pat Fink? Sporty Morty is at it again.
Karate, the battle act. We've got to locate Sporty Morty. My supersonic sonar radar will help me.
Anyone?
Sporty Morty may have won the first point, Karate, but I'll soon even the score. Wait here. 2 against 1 isn't sporting. Sporty Morty is quite a hunter, but this time the hunter is being hunted. And the hunted is hunting the hunter.
You walked right into my trap, Pat Fink. You didn't use your head. But I will. I'm going to mount it on that clock.
Your bullets cannot harm me. My wings are like a shield of steel.
I know. That's why I'm using an elephant gun. This bullet will penetrate anything. Wait. I don't remember if bats are in season. Yes, an elephant gun never forgets.
Shoot and get it over with.
A gentleman sportsman never shoots a target that isn't moving.
Our hero dangles helplessly from the rope as Sporty Morty tracks him with deadly aim. Has Batfink finally reached the end of his rope?
Hey, don't be a spoiled sport. You are supposed to be moving.
Then I'll move.
Batfink's in trouble. He was a bad sport, but he makes a good trophy.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these messages.
That's our cue to scram. Let's go.
Tune in and get toned up with the Flintstones.
Nothing to it.
Start with some Stone Age stretches.
There we are now. Wasn't that easy?
I'd hate to have to do the hard stuff.
Then pump up those prehistoric pecs.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow I'll try 2 of them.
You'll have a bedrock bod in no time.
I think I'd rather be fat and pudgy.
Feel the burn with the Flintstones. Tonight at 6:30, 5:30 Central on metv Toons.
You're looking pretty good, Mr. Johnson.
Wow, okay.
The front desk said you recently enrolled in a Medicare Advantage plan. Well, Medicare Parts A and B do not cover your routine dental coverage. Yes, you have a Medicare Part C plan, commonly called Medicare Advantage. Medicare Part C plans cover everything in Part A and Part B